Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum guys, hope sure you all good. This is Saeed Khan. In this video we are going to learn about the impulse response function. So guys, the first question is that what is impulse response function? Impulse response function, these are few definitions from different research articles. So in simple words, in impulse response function we give a positive standard deviation shock. We give a positive standard deviation shock to one variable and see the reaction of other variable due to this shock. Again, we give a one standard deviation shock, positive one standard deviation shock to one variable, and we see the effect of this shock on other variables and on same variables. Now the question raised, where we employ this technique. The question is that where we employ this technique. So generally we employ this techniques after vector models like VOR model or VECM model. Hey guys, it's more simply, in impulse response function we give a positive standard deviation shock to one variable, and in this respect we predict the future reaction of another variables. Means we give a positive standard deviation shock to x and we see the impact of this standard deviation shock on y. So what is the purpose, what is the procedure? Look here, I have my variable CO2, GDP and oil. So first of all, run vector error correction model, select all variables, open as VOR, select vector error correction model. Hey guys, I'm not trying proper vector error correction model technique because of you must know first of all your stationarity, then check for cointegration, and after this and after cointegration run vector error correction model. Because of my prime objective is not to share with you about vector error correction model, so the prime objective of this video is to understand about the impulse response function. So as I have been told you that impulse response function is generally employed after vector models, so like VOR or VCM. So suppose I have run VCM model and these are results of VCM model. Look here, your long run equation, you have to change your signs. Now inshallah in my next video I'll show you how you run vector error correction model and how you interpret the results. So guys, the objective was to run impulse response function. So from this resulted window, go to view and see here impulse response function. These are different view, table view. Suppose you select table and okay, your result will be in table. Now again multiple graphs, so see here graph, and third one is combined graph. Guys, suppose I choose multiple graphs. So in this box write your variables, in this box also write your variables. Periods 10 means I have my data in annual form, so 10 means 10 years, future 10 years. So this is order. So check here Cholesky, and guys again 10 represent the future 10 years. Okay, these are the results of impulse response functions. Now how to interpret the results? Hey guys, from right hand side CO2. We give a one standard, we give a one positive, sorry, we give a one standard deviation positive shock. We give a one standard deviation positive shock to CO2, and in this response, see here, CO2 react for first for for 2 year downward, and after this for later or 9 years you can see your CO2 will react positive. So guys, for this graph, if we give one positive standard shock to GDP, in this respect CO2 will respond like this for the first 2 years. Hey guys, look here, for 2 year your CO2 response will be positive and upward, but after this you will see your CO2 response is negative, and till year 10 you can see your response will be minus 2. And here, if we give a one standard deviation positive shock to oil, in this respect CO2, hey guys, see here, for the first like here year 2, for year 2 you can see the reaction of CO2 is positive, and after this you can see in year 5 the reaction is negative, and after this you can see is equal to 0. Hey guys, look here on this graph, we give a one standard deviation positive shock to CO2, and in this respect oil react positive. You can see for the remaining years, like for year 2, year 5, and year 6, 7, and so on. In this graph you can see, if we give one standard deviation shock to CO2, in this response oil will respond, or oil will react positive for last 10 years. Thank you so much, hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much.